3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Watkins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. First carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there. And leave them with a 2nd and 3. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out come the Bills. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board in this one.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete. But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play here for the Bills. And even 40 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They run with Collins. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going. The give is to Jones. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still going. They can't stop him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a first down run with Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All right. Let's get it. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Mayfield now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Evans. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete here. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mahomes now on first down. Going deep for Moncrief. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit!
Mayfield on play action. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now again to Collins. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Collins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They go again with Collins. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a third and 11.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. Sammy Watkins. He's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Bills will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And here come the Bills. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They pitch it out to Collins, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Collins. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And again, it's Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together.
To 5-1, and they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles